What if I told you that some people are shipping Meera and Roomie? Would you believe me? And what about the theory that Meera is also a half-demon? Did you see it? There are a lot of facts that prove that, and today we will talk about everything resolving the wildest Huntr from K-pop demon hunters. Hey beautiful people, I'm Julie, and number 1, Meera is the outraged hunter. While Zoey is charismatic and Roomie is fair and serious, Meera is always seen as someone who goes against the rules. But that isn't by chance. Her own family rejected her personality, thinking that she was too aggressive, inadequate. Imagine growing up hearing that you're always wrong, that you ruined the family's name, just because you're yourself. But instead of shutting herself up or trying to please others, Meera chooses to be a rebel, and this rebellion became her strength. She doesn't try to be nice, she doesn't seek to be someone's favorite. She is who she is, and if you dislike her, that's your problem. It's crazy, even with this story, she still fights on the good side, protecting innocence, risking herself for her friends without thinking twice. This says a lot about her, even when she tries to hide this side of hers. Number 2, what is Meera's weapon? I don't know if you knew that, but each Huntr's weapon are tools used in historical Korean rituals. Meera's sphere is a wodo, the moon sphere, which is a military weapon with a handle and a blade in the shape of a crescent moon, and it was used to evoke harmony between the sky and the earth during shaman rituals, and it symbolizes the power of God. In the movie, they are used to cut demons, but they still bring harmony in a way, right? And you know what bring harmony to me? You like this video and subscribing to the channel, so go on, do that. Number 3, the only one out of this tree which is 100% human. So far, everything points that Meera is the only Huntrix who is totally human, while Roomie is half demon and Zoey seems to have a deeper connection with spirits and shamans. As we said in a video about her, Meera doesn't show any special powers besides her willpower and the skills as a hunter. She is the only hunter who has no magical lineage nor inherited powers, just with training, courage, and pure determination. And that's awesome, because it shows that anyone can be strong enough to protect the world, even if you're not born gifted. Number 4, the most aggressive on fights. If there's something that no one can deny, is that Meera doesn't hold back in her punches. I mean it. Watch any combat scene in the movie, she doesn't hesitate or backs off. It's always the first one to go after the demons, and as incredible as it may seem, it works. The movie shows that even with all its impulsiveness, she rarely misses and takes mistakes on combat. This is because she trusts her own instincts, and honestly, they never let her down. This is the type of intelligence most people ignore. Instinctive intelligence. The one you don't need to make crazy plans, but that you immediately get what you have to do. It's like a wild animal that knows what it's doing, even when it seems that just to be reacting to the environment. And that's amazing because it shows how her strength doesn't come from anger, it comes from experience, focus, and pure will to win. Number 5, there's a theory that says that Meera isn't just human, and that her past hides something much bigger. Think about it. Meera is amazing handling her wodo, which isn't an easy weapon to maneuver. Now, why some kid that grew up with a traditional family knew how to handle this weapon? The usual thing would be to her to learn etiquette, how to play the piano or the violin, and look, her whole family has dark hair and she is the only one who has pink hair. And since she was a kid, surely she didn't dye it because her family would never allow it. The theory says that she is also half demon, just like Roomie, and that her powers rose when she was about the age of that picture, around 6 or 8 years old. She did something bad and at some point in life maybe hurt someone from the family, being that the main reason why she is called the black sheep of the family, since she brought shame to her family. And after that, her family never treated her the same way. She suppressed those memories. She kept this information so hidden that even she can't process it. It's like a defense mechanism to protect her from what hurt her. And the craziest part, she knows what happened. She vaguely remembers, but she tells herself that it's a prank pulled by her own mind. And then her weapon's meaning comes into play. That sphere is a weapon that doesn't allow people to get close. close, it's for keeping a distance, just like Meera does with anyone who gets too close to her. And there's more. Celine doesn't know this side of Meera. She always told Roomie to hide her patterns and said that flaws should be never seen. Here, we also use the explanation used for Zoey about her spiritually. Both Roomie and Zoey have inherited powers because their mothers were hunters. Then Celine met Meera and thought that she would be the perfect balance, having her gifts from charisma and not from her parents, when actually Meera's abilities came from her demon side, and Meera always knew that if Celine find out, she would reject her, just like she did with Roomie at the end of the movie. If that's true, it's really messed up and explain why she hides things so much and why she always tries to seem tough. Number 6, Meera is the red bird of the group. If you saw our video about the theory of the 4 guardians from Asian mythology, you know what I'm talking about, right? If you didn't watch it, check it out later. It's a whole new theory. But to quickly sum it up, in Chinese and Korean mythology, there are 4 creatures that protect the 4 corners of the earth. One of them is the red bird of the south, a creature linked to summer, fire, and impulsiveness. Now think about it, which of the Huntrix is exactly like that? That's right, Meera, of course. She's the angriest, most impulsive, and the one that always starts the fights. And the coolest part is that red bird isn't just anger. He also represents transformation through pain, which is exactly Meera's character and what it's about. Number 7, would Meera be a better leader than Roomie? Look, it's controversial, but let's talk about it. Roomie is the official leader of the Huntrix. Sure, she was raised for that, bears the legacy of her mother, she's ready for that. But when things get heavy, who really takes the lead? Who goes for it? Meera. She has attitude, determination, and most of the times has a clear view of the situation, more than Roomie herself. And like, since the beginning, Meera confronts Roomie, questioning her decisions, disagreeing with her, and Roomie, on the other hand, tries to keep everything under control in a more restrained and calculated way. Actually, both have respect for each other, but they are so different from one another that they always clash. And yes, both of them have their moments of crisis, but Meera's way saves lines. And I'm not saying that Roomie isn't good, no, but we can say that Meera could, if she wanted to, be an amazing leader. Comment down below what you think about this one, okay? Number 8, does Meera have feelings for Roomie? Now, let's dive into a delicate matter, but one that a lot of people notice. Do you think that Meera likes Roomie in a different way? Meera is always angry, close to herself, but with Roomie, she shows a care that almost becomes jealousy. You know how that look that doesn't last for long, but says a lot? Those codes to carry worries, and even an obsession to control Roomie's decision, like if she was protecting her. Sure, this could be just a very strong friendship bond, but some people are saying that this could be a deeper feeling, and that even if she isn't brave enough to admit it, like an impossible love. Now, let's dive into a ship that everyone knows about. Number 9, Meera, Romance, and Abby. Let's talk about the notorious fan meeting event, because there a real tension started between Meera and both Saja Boys, Romance and Abby. They sat on either side of her like 2 bunks of men trying to win over, and she in the middle was clearly upset. Romance kept staring at her all the time with that look of, I'm interested in you, but I'm also provoking you. And Abby didn't even care that much, but acted in an annoying way. And the detail we shall not miss, their hair color palette is practically the same. Romance is calmer and sweeter, Abby is a womanizer, and Meera is stressed out. It's the type of personalities that complete one another. Leave a like if you agree with me. What about Meera? She hated the ship. She made it clear that she wasn't messing around, much less for fanfics. But we saw it. We did. She was drooling over Abby's packs, when if she had hatred in her eyes. And the most insane thing, even in the final fight, when she goes for him with all she has, she takes a quick peek. In the end, it may not be love, it could be just attraction or provocation. But one thing is certain, the dynamic between those 3 is made to drive us crazy. Hasta la vista.